Yo. Yo. Yo, yo, yo. Alright, we are trying something new today, boys. We have a brand new streaming style. Lou, what are you watching on? Are you watching on YouTube Shorts or are you watching on YouTube? You're watching on PC? Is it vertical or is it horizontal? It's vertical? Okay, so you're in one of the two streams. We're dual streaming or triple streaming. We have Twitch and we have two YouTubes going. So if you want to go to the horizontal one, feel free to go to the horizontal. What did it look like when you joined in? Like, did it look like the same thumbnail as usual and stuff? Oh, that's sick. Like, it showed... Interesting. You even sell dinner here? We'll be joining the stream in 45 minutes. No thumbnail. Click to make coins with green background. Okay. In the normal one now? Okay, we should be good. Let's see how this works. I'm very interested to see how this works today. We are experimenting. Boom, 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 boom. How you doing, buddy? Alright, Twitch chat should be in there too. Alright, let's get started. Alright, we're going to try to fill up our transfer list with as many bronzes as we can. Uh-oh. More than one ingestion using the primary URL. Send one stream to the primary. One stream to the backup. Uh-oh, is it going to kick us off again? Hopefully not. Bronze is selling on console? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Printing coins on console. Alright, we're going to try to time this with the top of the hour. So I'm not going to list them yet. We'll just, any dupes, throw them to the transfer pile. Let's go. 5K already. Easy money. So Lou, when you got did you get a notification and it took you to the vertical one? Or how did you get to the vertical one? Libcard, let's go. Let's go. Got the notification on my phone that I went to YouTube on my PC. It was the first one on my YouTube homepage. Gotcha. So I'm curious to see if this brings in a different audience or how that even works. Is the stream laggy at all? As always, guys, if you do enjoy the stream today, smack the like button, subscribe if you're new. We'll be live for the next hour and a half until new content. Then we should be live for another hour and a half or so after. So, should be a 3+ hour stream today. If all goes as planned. Fine for you? Hey, what's up, buddy? Hello, mate. Been a while. It's looking good for the Macums. Hey, don't jinx it, buddy. I'm excited, but we'll see. How you been, though? Dude, speaking of Macums, Dan's has to be the rarest card on the game. Never played a single game for Sunderland. Besides taking photos, he did nothing. He went right back to Liverpool. I do see a lot of streams when I scroll through shorts sometimes, so hopefully it brings more people. I hope so. My experiment with it is to see if it attracts people in the FIFA/EAFC niche who don't find the streams normally. But what I'm hoping doesn't happen is it like splits our existing kind of audience, if that makes sense. Because I feel like you would still want to watch on horizontal more than vertical, but for some people, for some reason, some people like vertical. You got to figure out what to fit on the screen, though. I feel like camera, I mean, we can do some stuff with it. But you can't fit the whole PlayStation screen on there. So having like the pack show up where you get to see what's in there makes sense. Dan seems like he has a lot of potential. Hey, who knows? Maybe next season he'll, if Sunderland don't win, maybe next season Dan's comes back on loan. Doing good, thanks for asking. Yeah, I was excited to see him play. What I was frustrated with a little bit was, obviously besides the likes of very talented midfielder that we got, it seemed like kind of a down transfer window. Like Lefebvre was probably signing of the year, one of the top ones. And being able to get in his contract a obligation to buy if we go up for 15 seems like a steal. But we'll see, man. We shall see. What's the method? BPM's a part of it now because of the daily grind being bronzes instead of silvers, but essentially our same method as before. If you have League SBCs along with the dailies, you're using all the gold commons and gold rares you're getting that are League SBC cards into League SBCs, and the off leagues into 77 times 5s. You'll never run out of packs and you'll never run out of coins. Alright, so we're going to do some BPM to fill up our transfer list a bit for like the next probably 15 or so minutes. And then after that, we're going to spam 77 times 5 packs, okay? So if you guys want to see us try to pack a team of the season in bronze packs, we packed one already. We got him, like, honestly, like a half an hour after new content, which was nice. But we'll try to get some of the other ones too. What's the method? The pinned video is our day-to-day. Grind becoming the common or bronzes instead of silvers. The only difference is you can include BPM in now and make really easy coins too. If you're doing League SBCs though, the only difference with League SBCs now is that Lib Sud Pack gave you silvers. We used to save the silvers for the team of season grinds because you get 6 in there. you now can either sell those or use those for League SBCs as well. But you get about, what, close to half the bronzes needed daily anyways. So if you're spamming BPM, there's so many managers that go for value too. It's crazy. Wait, that was a dupe one. So we have another one that's worth 5K as well. Hold on. Was that Serbia? Wasn't paying attention. Oh, he's untradeable. Figure out how to tab out of FC25 without pausing the game. Such a game changer for those squad battles I have to do. Easy money. Dude, one of my favorite things to do right now, and I kind of like how the season pass is kind of falling under this theme. They give you so much XP for game modes that aren't Ultimate Team that I'll just do trading or League SBC or menus grinding on my phone while I do like AFK career mode games or player career mode to get XP for the season pass. Also, too, I'm saving. I don't know what your guys' plan is. I'm going to go for the, what is it, 90 plus. Oh, hello. The 90 plus times 4 instead of Ribery. But I'm going to save it until Ultimate Team this season. Alright, we're going to start listing in 19 minutes. Reason why, I want it to link up with new content when the cards are expiring. That way people go to buy them a few minutes after new content. So if you see me just chucking them up and you're wondering why it's not getting listed yet, that's why. I saw someone get Sophia Wilson from the 89 times 7. Can't believe they changed her last name, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. She'll always be Smith to me. How much does she go for? Surely she's pretty expensive. Boom, 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 boom. Like 2 mil, you think? Alright, let me try something real quick. I'm curious. If I look here. Interesting. Okay. I'm noticing something with analytics, and I'm curious if it's going to track. Alright, come on. Menus have been poopy today so far. Has it been that way for you guys too? Alright, when we're waiting on that, let me get my coffee real quick. BRB. We're back. Get her coffee. I have all 3 streams open, my man. Absolutely grinding. Does Sweden have any value? No. I'm just hoping the stream doesn't crash again. So that'd be bad. Hopefully not. Yeah, quick kind of run through again for people wondering how we're grinding on a day-to-day basis. Dailies should get you about half your bronzes or close to it. With untradables, you should have all the silvers you need. Once you're kind of out of bronzes, you want to finish the rest of the grinds. What I would recommend doing is low end, you can just store the bronzes in your club. You have a decent amount of coins already. And then once you kind of get the amount of bronzes needed to do it, you keep doing BPM, sell the rest of the players on for profit, managers if they have value too. You just kind of keep doing BPM as a strategy. If you really want to get onto it for not only the next week, but kind of like the next month and make sure you're prepared on a day-to-day basis, if you have at least probably like 50K, if you can start just club stocking or bronzes and then selling the duplicates, what will start happening is you'll notice that you get a lot of cards in your club. Things will randomly go up in value over time. You can sell the things that randomly go up, or if you notice like a duplicate manager or player has a lot of value, you go find the one in your club, get rid of it. You'll have a bunch of League SBC cards. With the golds that you get dailies, you can keep doing League SBCs. If you want to do the low-end League SBCs, the mixed, you can as well. I usually don't do it. I usually just sell those cards on. I'm sticking to the premium. But that's going to be another way to turn your golds that you're getting from the Team of Season grind, the Team of Season crafting upgrades with your off leagues. It's going to help you build up even more packs, even more coins, get even more Team of Seasons, and keep the grind going unlimited. We experimented yesterday just with turning the bronzes and doing all the daily stuff, doing an icon and all that. I think it was like a 3-hour stream, and we didn't even have time to touch League SBCs yet. If we added that in, probably be like 4 or 5 hours before we're even out of golds of League SBCs with way more liquid coins then. All right, so that's two crashes on the menus very quickly. You need to stop, EA. Yeah, another trick too. Anytime you guys are opening up the daily bronze packs, the untradeable ones, whether it's the super bronze ones or the daily bronze, make sure you guys have room on your transfer list. And anytime you get a duplicate that's untradeable, instead of just storing it in your dupe storage, double check to make sure the one in your club is tradable. And just throw the tradable one up on your transfer list. Whether you actually want to sell it or not doesn't matter. But the second you use the untradeable, you then can move the tradable down from the transfer list back into your club. All right, maybe 200 for the Colombian. So we got Serbia that's up. France usually has a little bit of value. Brazil has value. USA has value. What other nations are we missing to look out for managers? A few League SBC cards there. Beautiful. Hi, you're my favorite streamer. I love you. Hey, Christian, appreciate it, buddy. Are you watching on the vertical right now? The YouTube Shorts version of the stream? Yes? How does it look? Do you watch any other vertical streams? This is my first time trying one like this while we also have the standard one streaming as well. Been doing the crafting instead of the league specific because it's more sustainable and you can save for ultimate. I imagine league specifics would be better to get team of season cards. League specifics in general, if you're talking what the 78 doubles, if I get more golds back doing the 77 times 5, so I usually stick to those. League specific premiums once Monday comes, we'll probably do a decent chunk of those because I feel like the NWSL drop rate might be actually decent. Hope you pack's on good. Hey, appreciate it. Oh, does Korea have value? Yes, Korea has value too. Let's go. All right. 10 more minutes, boys. And then we'll start opening our save packs. So what I'm going to do today, for the next hour before new content, we're going to spam our saved 77 times 5s. And then I think we're slowly going to just keep opening. I don't think I'm going to save anymore. If we end up getting close to 1,000, sweet. If the number keeps going up, that's awesome. But I really want to drive home just the endless spam of it. Yeah, when the premium's available, we'll probably rotate in some. I'm not going to do all of it. But we'll do a decent chunk probably. Scotland have value? Not really. Yeah, if you look at our coin total, we went down probably like, quote unquote, went down. We're not losing coins, but the coin total's gone down like 10K. We have so many more cards in our club and even more cards on our transfer list that we haven't even sold on yet. So we're running an experiment right now for the next few days. We're trying to see if we didn't even kind of go crazy on BPM, but just rotated it in, how many coins you theoretically could make in a week. And I truly do think I'll make 500K to a mil just off of BPM, regardless if I do League SBCs or not. If I do League SBCs, I feel like it'll get us there even faster, but this has just been printing coins, because if every pack you're getting at least three players for 200 coins each, that's 600 right there, plus the quick sellable stuff. You're in profit essentially every pack. That's 4 players right there, 800 coins plus 252 quick sell. Easy money. So you could, if you wanted to, skip other steps of the grind. Like, let's say you're someone who didn't want to do League SBCs, but you wanted to do something like BPM for profit, along with your daily stuff. You're going to get limited to a certain extent with how many cards you can list at a time. Most will sell within the hour, which is nice. So if you keep relisting everything and listing what's in your club, you can constantly have coins coming in. But then if you want to take some of those coins and put them elsewhere, like if you want to build out some 77 times 5 packs, the team of season crafting ones with coins, you could do that too. But I wouldn't recommend that. I would just do League SBCs, honestly. Especially if you're getting the bronzes already. A lot of them in your club. It's going to be super cheap and simple. This last year's team of the week pick. Oh, I know, right? Plus exchanges. Yeah, that was so nice. So nice. All right, we got 77 cards on there. Can we get in the next 6-7 minutes a full transfer list? We shall see. At least FC26 rumors to have lower champs for Div 6 or below. Mumbo will be right at home. Bold of you to assume that I will still be attempting to play FUT Champs at all. I'm curious to see how different the rewards are. Remember opening the big store packs every week just from spamming? Dude, honestly, I just went back and watched one of my how to grind the menus videos with exchanges. Because I was trying to see kind of how the grind compares to what we have right now. Because although this is unlimited, it's a lot more like work that goes into the unlimited rather than just putting things into exchanges. And one of the like sections of the video towards the end was like, hey, with this Team of the Week player pick, not only are you getting fodder that you're putting back into exchanges, you're getting a bunch of liquid coins from the tradable packs. So you're making hundreds of thousands of coins a week. Put that into a promo pack that gives you like a guaranteed like 30, 85 pluses. Put all that into exchanges, get a bunch of golds from that, and keep spamming the Team of the Week player pick to get even more coins, and keep that going unlimited. Yeah, I'm curious to see how different the quote-unquote FUT Champs rewards are. Because I have a feeling there's going to be some sweats doing that low-end one. You should use the Pale Tools open pack function for this. You can. I'm not going to. Just be careful with it. If you're just opening pack by pack, should be fine. That's what we use Pale Tools for on our phone normally for BPM to open it a little bit faster. But if you're doing the Pale Tools auto open thing, be extremely skeptical of that. If you're new to Mumbo, been a while. I tried BPM a while back, but thinking I'd run out of coins, only to have around 65k currently. Thinking I'd run out of coins, only have 65k. You should be making coins every single pack. If you have 65k, you should be able to get a full transfer list at least, too. So your coins should keep going up, plus the managers and the cards that have more value, too. Also, I'll call out if I see a player or a manager nation that is going for a crap ton. You guys can go ahead and check your club and see if you have it, too. Dude, this is the third time it's started crashing. Is it worth doing even on low coins? Yes. If you think, theoretically, let's say 3 to 4 cards per pack, let's say 3 on the low end. To get a full transfer list, you would need to probably open 30 packs. What's 30 times 750? Whatever that is probably the bare minimum coins you need to get a full transfer list before you start playing a game. But the more coins you have, the better you can manage your transfer list. Like you see how we're doing it. We're storing everything and then dealing with the dupes. Yeah, this method's going to be better than probably ever this year, right now. Especially, too, since there's, what, an Evo or two that you can put bronzes in. So there's some bronzes that you'll see that have a lot of value. All right, we're going to open 77 times 5s. I accidentally just opened one now. We're going to start spamming these in a few minutes. I had 15k, I got transfer list 100, and I got 6k left. So once the transfer list sells, you'll probably be on what, at least 20k more? So you'd probably have made at least 10k. So you see how that quickly kind of adds up? And also, too, if you think about it in terms of, like, on average, what you're making per pack on the low end, if you're making 200 coins minimum a pack, like, let's say you're getting those 4 players. Like here, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I know this one I can sell for probably a little bit more than 200 if I wanted to and was patient because it's a lib card. But if that's 800 right there, plus the 325 there. That's over 1,100. The 750 it costs for the pack. We're making a few hundred coins per that pack. Next one. It then becomes a thing of like, oh, the more packs you open, the more profit you make. You just hit kind of the limit of how much you can list in an hour or so. I just thought if you're wasting coins buying the pack and then quick selling, etc. Also think he's got 5 days left. Hold it, potentially worth still doing. If you're going to do hold it, you got to make sure you can finish him, man. I mean, it's not wasting quick selling the other items. What is wasting is trying to get these items to sell and taking up room on your transfer list for things that will sell. So there might be the occasional item that we quick sell that might actually go for 200 that we're quick selling for 23. But if we're keeping it just kind of players and managers, we're making way more off of those consistently selling than having other stuff just chilling on there. Wish I could have done top-end fodder for him. Oh, by the way, we did the 93 plus icon, boys. Look at this. We got bailed out at the end. Look who's joining our club. He's here somewhere. Vieira. It's like what, 3 mil? Crazy, crazy, crazy. All the cards that aren't getting into our team. How much is the Yamal worth? I still haven't used Yamal. Okay, he's dropped a bit. We have that Valverde still. Where's the we got the Ozyman. Should probably try him out. Crazy. Alright, let's start listing, boys. It is now 2 minutes after the top of the hour. So, a few more packs being open. Then we'll start listing the items. Because I'm thinking once these get to the end of the hour, in an hour, is when people are going to start buying the bronzes to do the dailies. So we still want to give it a few more minutes for people to kind of do their daily packs, put the bronzes that they have untradeable in packs, and then they go to buy tradable ones off the market. Pack better than bros yesterday. Might Evo them both. I honestly might have 2 versions of Job. A more defensive one, and then a more attacking one. The boring side of this grind? I mean, yeah, there's some things that can be boring about it, but you don't have to do it as in bulk as we are. Like, you can speed up this whole process very quickly with Pale Tools for the BPM side of things. I'm more getting BPM ready for the rest of the month rather than just today or this week. Listing them all is pretty quick. Especially if you do it this way. Watch how quickly we can list cards. Once we get to the full transfer list. You're going to notice it's a lot quicker when you have a pack open and you go up to your transfer list rather than individually list card by card from each pack. You're going to notice the speed that it moves. It's going to feel like we put a cheat code under the menus. Like, it makes no sense. Vieira's better than Keane? Makes sense to fill it up. But no, when we start, you'll notice it. It's literally like a speed glitch on console. I don't know how to explain it. Mumbo, Levi, what's up, buddy? Welcome, welcome. But we don't talk about what happened yesterday. We fixed it. It wasn't our Wi-Fi. It was literally a Twitch error. So we had to unlink our Twitch and link our Twitch back. And it fixed it. 3 likes so far. Come on, guys. If you guys are enjoying the stream, do me a favor. Smack that like button, dudes. Alright, you guys ready for this? Watch this. Watch the speed. Oh. Does this look like it's like being sped up? Like, where does the speed come from? And then you do anything else on the menus and it's nowhere near this fast. How much do Brazil managers go for right now? Dude, who's listing her in bulk? We'll do 17. So for the players, I'm essentially just looking for if there's any reason they're up above 200 coins. If I see like a 250 or something, I'm listing it for 200. I'm not like going to the 59th minute or anything. I'm just looking to see if it's a potential like Evo card or something. And every card here is a duplicate. So if something is crazy high, we then go in the club and find the other one. Here, all airplanes have internet now. They call this system Wi-Fi. 5 days before Cup Final 2. Makes me worried we're so vulnerable. Dude, speaking about finals, I'm nervous. For 2 reasons. One, because Sunderland's playing in their final. But also 2, I'm out of town. And I'm going to be watching the game. And it's Memorial Day weekend. So I might be out on a boat. And we might leave before the game's over. So there might be a chance that I'm on a boat with my phone. Very bad connection. Trying to watch Sunderland get over the line. I mean, Spurs lost 2-0 and we only lost 1-0. Dude, I saw someone call the Europa League final the L instead of EL, just L, as in losers. El Asico. Flashes, what's up, buddy? We need to win Europa. We're so badly broke for money right now. Yeah, the El Sakico. Why are we portrait today? We're both, actually. You're in the vertical stream. The horizontal one's going on, too. We're testing out a double stream on YouTube. Rank 2 streams to run twice the ads. Easy money. Are the ads playing on the vertical one? I feel like I'll have to look after, but I feel like the vertical one's going to make literally like nothing off of ads. But in terms of reach, it's going to have more reach potentially. I'm done with 5 out of the 8 exams. Hey, GG, man. What are the last 3? Not sure I have premium? My man. Alright, we are about to do the 77 times 5 spam, boys. If you just got here, we're wrapping up the BPM. Getting the full transfer list. Geography, business, economics, and Spanish. Do you guys spell geography different in the UK? Or just that side of the world? Are you from the Netherlands? I can't remember, Timon. Are you from the Netherlands or... No, we know he just spelled it wrong if he's in the UK. I don't think Timon is a UK name. Dude, so many of you guys live in different places. It's hard to remember. We got a person in Lithuania. We got a few in Netherlands. If you guys watched me back in 2020 during COVID, we had a squad of Polish guys who would come in like a raid almost, but it was a friend group. It was like a friend group of 5 or 6 Polish guys, and they'd come in and say Pol Squad. Got an audience in Africa. Got some US people. Myself included. What a crazy time COVID was here in the UK. What a crazy time COVID was everywhere, man. Literally, it doesn't feel real. The worst thing about COVID, in my opinion, outside of like the death and stuff, was literally it felt like it just sucked. Not just that year. It felt like it sucked a few years. Just completely wiped them off the face of the earth. And that was like my early to mid 20s. Alright, so our dupe storage isn't crazy right now. We'll build that back up. But COVID gaming and streaming was like the best thing ever. There was like the trade-off. It was like you weren't out with friends doing stuff. A lot of people were indoors. But the gaming during that time was top tier. You think Footmaster ever worked out how to do League SBCs? I would hope so. Netherlands on top. Let's go. Convince the bros to stay inside. That way you can game and the boys don't die. Win-win. No fans in the stadium was weird. Dude, I couldn't even imagine. To be fair, Newcastle was probably used to that, not having fans in the stadium. So for them, it was just like a regular season game. Yeah, I could imagine being a United fan and having to go from a packed stadium to empty seats. Wrestling had no fans too is weird to watch. The weird thing was to see how they would attempt to like make fans and stuff. Like, I know football did some like cutouts. NBA for basketball in the United States had like virtual, so they like sold virtual people behind. Like you could see them courtside. It was so weird. But my favorite sport during like peak COVID, and by peak COVID I mean like extreme lockdown, for some reason, the only league for football that felt like it was going on without too much interruption was the Indian Super League. And at the time I had ESPN Plus, So before work, it would start at like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'd watch 2 games of Indian Super League. Dude, the walkouts from these are crazy. WWE did virtual screens too. It was a dome of screens. Didn't stop them putting porn and other images on there. Remember the, was it the portal? The thing that connected like the United States? I think it was New York to Ireland. They had like a portal where you could like see through it and see what they were doing there. And it took like only 20 minutes until people started like getting naked in front of it. They had to shut it down. They got banned real quick. Geography in the Netherlands is spelled so it's a bit different. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I was going to say, if English isn't your first language and it's spelled differently somewhere else, that would make sense. But I thought I was going crazy for a second. I'm like, geography is not spelled that way. No, but you're good, though. Tell you about it. He's even lost half of his wealth, so don't know how he's going to pay for the new stadium. The Europa League money. If you guys win the Europa League, they're just going to tear down the stadium instead of having a summer transfer window. How's it spelled? Yeah. Yeah, geography that way. I have 900 in my bank. You think that covers the stadium costs? Watch them start a GoFundMe. The billionaire's going to start a GoFundMe. I'm actually, believe it or not, I've mentioned this a few times. I'm part owner of Manchester United. No joke. Let me see if I can find it. I can't remember if I sold my share or not. Nope, I am a shareholder. I'm down 16.5%. I own 1 share of Manchester United. At one point, I was in profit. So yeah, if you guys need me to talk to them, I'll get invited to all the shareholder meetings. I'll be like, yo, Jimmy, you want to throw some money at this, bro? No wonder they're failing. They're letting Americans have a share. True. Will Simon own a 20-piece steak in Subway? Frimpong for 30 mils crazy? That seems fake. I get some people have a release clause before they reach like peak form, obviously. But like some release clauses that players have and the way they perform, it's like, why are we not buying this guy? I'm trying to convince him to come. Are the majority owners not American? I'm not sure. As a meme, I bought a share on stream like a few years ago. But I haven't really been paying attention to it. Look at that, boys. We're about to be under 500 total packs. They are, sadly, Lou. That's why we want them out. The damage has been done. Gauster for 35 mils is the craziest one. Where do you guys reckon Job goes in the summer? And how much money do you think Job will go for? Because if he goes to, like, Dortmund, I think it's not going to be as much as, like, a Prem team. Maybe, like, 25, 30 mil. with a sell-on clause, but I feel like if a Tottenham wins Europa, Tottenham might splash like 40 mil plus a sell-on clause on there. Because how much did Tottenham pay for Archie Gray? Wasn't Archie Gray, they bought him for 40 mil? Surely if Archie Gray's 40 mil. I don't see it with Job, though. He's okay. Job is going to be fantastic. If you watch Job play week in, week out, you're not looking at a world-class player, but you're seeing a player, the way he's built, his work ethic, the positions he gets himself in, as he continues to develop at his young age of 19. He is going to be a absolute baller. I feel like the Bundesliga physically will treat him really well. I think he'd do well there. Eventually going to La Liga, he'd do well there. Prem might be a little bit more difficult of a move. That's why I don't see, even with promotion, him honestly going to the Prem right away. I think he gets sold regardless. Why doesn't Man U make these kind of cheap players transfer? Because, or they buy a talent who only perform for one season, or a washed veteran? That's the thing. I don't, unfortunately. I'm just going by what I see when I do. You got David in the first bronze back? Of course. Yeah, we got one yesterday. I haven't seen him again yet. Another walkout. These are cooking right now. Man U fans want to be like Liverpool until it's time to make Liverpool type signings. Your fan base is feuding with the lap links, but he's what you need. True. Wait. Why are they fuming with the lap links? They should be ecstatic. Any striker instantly replaces Højlund. I just accidentally whistled, even though I don't know how to whistle. Batiste about to put all their chips on the table for Anthony? Dude, how much do you think they can get for Anthony? United paid 4.1 mil for a director of football, only to sack him 5 months. 25 mil max? No. Surely it has to be more than that. I don't know how much money they have, but... Starting to become a real rat, Pacteo yesterday, and put him in a 93 Evo. I need to start just, even if we're not using our rat squad, I need to keep updating the rat squad. Let's keep putting things in it. We got a version of Vieira already in there. Oh yeah, this one. I truly don't know what to do with this team. Show the 4-4-2 tactics? I don't have... I don't play gameplay. Like, at all. So I don't really have tactics. Alright, is there anyone else we can add to this? Due probably? Yeah, I never even use that team. When I do play gameplay, this is the squad I use. Good old Sunderland. Which we got to get Stewart in Evo. And we got to get Solis in Evo. But I don't want to spend the coins, man. Where is it? Like, look at this one. I feel like he'd be an absolute baller. We'd slowly have to spend more on other ones too. Like this one we could do. We could put Jack Clark in it. It's not going to really up his stats too much. Ahmad we could. But I'd rather give him more of a defensive one since he can play right back as well. There was one that Bellingham fits into. Was it this? No, it was a different one. Is it sneak attack? Yeah, so I have a Dill and both Bellinghams that can fit into it. So like these would be the stats with his SBC card. Bring it to a 94. Stats move a little bit on this one. But I think I'd want to do a Dill for this. Just look at that. Card looks really sick. Your crush is okay. I don't trust that league, unfortunately. I don't think we really have to even go off the league. I think you can just look at his progression from when he was in the championship, regardless of the league is in now. I think he would do well in the Prem. The question is, how much do you pay for him? What do you expect to get out of him? Is there going to be another one of those Holland things where it's like you buy him and you completely make him a robot? Or you just let him cook? This is like the 5th time in the last hour the menus have stopped working, by the way. Very frustrating. Bruno's class 1. Bruno's class 1 class players play around him. I would argue he's class when there's no one around him and he has to put the team on his back. One week, boys. One week. So we know if Sunderland's in the Prem or not. Dude, look how many sold already. Oh, we had another wave of things listed before that, I guess. But some of those still went beforehand. Alright, let's keep opening. Another walkout. Surprised Barca didn't try to go for Bruno. I put like 299 to win Europa. Either way, 350 or pay 200 watching I'd fall apart. Dude, some of the way you guys justify your sports betting is actually starting to make sense. I saw was it a Sunderland fan or a Coventry fan? I can't remember which way it went, but it cost, I think it was like 150 to go to the game, like for transportation to get there. So they added like another 50 on top of it if their team lost, so that even if they were upset that their team lost, the bet would cover the expenses of the trip. But if they won, it was just a little bit more expensive of a trip and it was worth it. That actually makes sense in my head. It's like, oh yeah, if you're already paying like 150, 200, throw on another 50, you're not really going to feel it too much in the sense of like, oh, it's in the range of what you expect. If you're happy, you're going to be happy regardless. But if you lose and it got paid for, hey. Dorgu's a right wing. I feel bad for him. Wait, Dorgu was a right wing? And he's playing left back? Wait. No shot, was he? Junior PSV debuted against VV, his right wing, and now his left back. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of people that could probably transition from a winger to a left back, right back, and do decent. It's not like surprising, but when you hear about it, it's like, oh, interesting. You do that, but you get rid of an actual promising actual left back that you have instead of keeping him. Bale started as left back and played right wing. Yeah, it's where you can get your opportunity. It's where you could make potentially the most impact. I mean, you can also get UCL. Another walkout. Reckon if I win the league on Football Manager with United that I get the job? Sure. United need to buy Nunez. Don't say 30 mil for Nunez. Say 50 mil. And United will say, we know he's worth 50. We'll give you 60. You're getting double what you would have offered for a special price. Nunez would cook in Saudi low-key. I feel like Nunez has Atletico Madrid written all over him. I feel like throw him up top in La Liga, he's a different beast, different gravy. Even if you throw him out wide, Yeah, yeah. WSM's on the same page. There's just some players that are athletic coded, and he is one of them. I can see it now. Full out arm sleeve tats. Get a huge neck tats as well. Get some weird hairstyle as well. He starts cooking. Nunez braids. Atletico's actually a cold team. I feel like they always kind of have a somewhat cold team. Blue! I think we were above 160 already. I don't think we updated after our 86 times 10 pack yesterday, but I'm not gonna question it. All right, T-minus 25 minutes, boys. I need another coffee. No joke. I'm not even joking when I say this. It's going to sound like a joke. I'm telling you, I'm not joking. I want to back it up. Darwin making a move to Atletico. Doing extremely well in the league. Performing at Copa. And having a really good World Cup. He makes a Ballon d'Or shortlist of like top 25. And then United buy him for 80 mil. Just say, I can see that happening. Fabrizio announced exchanges. Dude, that would be the funniest thing ever. I would have never believed it until I saw him announcing the new Pope. Now I believe anything. Wait, when Fabrizio announced the new Pope, was it before the announcement was actually official? Like, did he have insider information? If so, that's quality, man. Not many players played for Liverpool and Man U. I know. But I feel like it'd be a little easier to do if you're not going from Liverpool to United, but you're going from La Liga than to United. Obviously, people will still remember, but I feel like it changes it at least a little bit. Oh, but he was so good for us. How many goals did Nunez Alvarez double nine get in? I think they make a deep run in Champions League. I don't know how many goals they'd score, but they'd have a Champions League campaign like no other. And they would whip out like and destroy at least 3 Prem teams in the process, both in group stages and in knockout play. Who are those 3 Prem teams? Manchester United, because they'll beat Tottenham in Europa final. Newcastle. It'll be close, but they'll be a city. But then they're going to destroy an Arsenal. I think they'd destroy an Arsenal too. Think Arsenal don't be that good next season? All banter aside, how do Arsenal take their season? Basically, fumbling league, making a run in Champions League, but falling short. Is it a failure of a season in their eyes? And now not potentially being able to build off of it? Or do you think they now have some pieces that are coming together? I'm not sure what money looks like for them. I'm not sure what outs are. Some of the ins look promising, but the ins are only promising if you can keep the rest of the squad together. Sesko and Zubi don't move the needle. I think Zubi expectations would be extremely high. I think he would be a solid player for them. Don't know how well he'd transition to the Premier League. Sesko's an interesting one. Sesko is one that I feel like is either going to do phenomenal or absolutely flop. And it depends on the kind of title they give him. If they put him in like a Gabriel Jesus role where it's like, hey, we're having you in, even though we really don't want you. We want an actual striker in. We'll see what happens. And they give him a bunch of playtime before he's ready. Might not be as good. But if they allow him to continue to develop and don't put all the pressure on him, I think Sesko could be phenomenal. His ball striking ability is out of this world. Question is he going to have as much space in the Premier League that he gets outside of it? Probably not. Could see Arsenal going back in for Watkins? Probably. Wasn't an overall bad season, but it wasn't ideal. Getting 27 different injuries is the most out of any team in the Prem. That's wild. I feel like that's like a Sunderland stat. Like Sunderland does like their best 11 injured, and then the best 11 that they're actually playing, and it's crazy how good the injury 11 becomes. Yeah, the summer transfer window is going to be really interesting. I'm curious to see what player goes for the most money and which team spends the most. Which team makes the most as well. I'm curious to see how Chelsea does a transfer window, because I feel like behind the scenes, Chelsea's going to move so many players out that are on long-term contracts that just aren't working out, even for like a loan with an option to buy. I think they're going to money launder a little bit. Dude, I'm telling you, the scary thing about Sunderland is if Sunderland gets promoted. First of all, Sheffield United, I don't think moves the needle. I think Sheffield United, if they get promoted, they treat it like most promotion teams. They build a solid championship team if they go down, have some players that they sell on for money. They make some money. They get the TV revenue. You get the, like, what was it? I think yesterday we saw it was 230 mil for winning the EFL championship playoffs. You're not in a bad spot if you don't spend stupidly. But a lot of that's going to go to wages and probably decent loans. Sunderland, on the other hand, already have a young, promising team. Regardless if they go to the Prem, I think the likes of Bellingham and some other players still leave. But the amount of money they'd have from winning playoffs, TV revenue, just how big the club is in general, sales of everything, they'll get a decent bit of money. Then on top of that, you'll probably have even more investment into the club being in the Premier League. Theoretically, the pull they could get from the quality of loans with some potential obligations to buy if they stay up, some potential free agents, some younger, not world-class players, but like up-and-coming players that they could potentially buy, that would be really scary. And that's the thing getting me really upset if Sunderland don't go up, is now I'm starting to think that way, where it's like, We get Enzo Lefebvre for 15 mil, which we could turn around and sell for probably 25 mil relatively easily. But he's going to be an absolute baller. Some of the players we already have that are continuing to develop. But just what you could do at a higher level. Because Sunderland's used to turning players that are worth like 200, 300K into 5 to 10 mil. And then turning players that are 1 or 2 mil into like 20 to 40 mil. That's going to be a weird transition. We had no striker for like 3 months. Some of our most important players injured too, and we stayed second, get UCL semifinal. Yeah, that probably, looking back, isn't that bad of a season, but still feel like you probably left a lot on the table. Rodrigo Wirtz will go for most. Scenes when Yamal's dad forces the move to PSG after Rafinha wins the Ballon d'Or. I've seen we are willing to pay 125 mil for Isak. I want an Isak move so bad because as a diehard Zlatan fan who saw the up-and-coming rise of Isak, who was so excited to watch him continue to develop, just for him to make a move to Newcastle and have me not be able to support him has been the worst thing ever, man. Hate it. Free that man. Isak ain't going anywhere if Newcastle gets CL. I still think he might move, even if they get CL. What's really scary is if they keep their players and get CL, Newcastle could continue to build. I mean, Newcastle beat Real Madrid to a Spanish fullback, right? Well, I guess is extremely promising. Can't remember if that was the winter transfer window or like a behind the scenes afterward. Yeah, why are you acting like 27 injuries is crazy? I feel like that's a complaint that has no validity. Every team deals with injuries. Sure, some deal with like 1 or 2 to like academy players, but if your whole starting 11's injured and you have to play your substitutes and reserves, sorry man, get more depth. Get a whole new 11. Maybe you should watch Chelsea and take some notes from them. So that's literally Newcastle's most prized possession. State owned to Arabs. They're offering him 600K and his own island. Are they actually offering him an island? Wait, did Chelsea actually have 54 injuries last season? I could honestly believe it. I can't wait until Chelsea literally just buys a whole league. Like they buy every club in a league and they just loan out all their Chelsea players to the league and have them like play as like a reserve system. And then any player that doesn't work out, they just money launder to that club and have them get bought from Chelsea. No, but they would. That's what Arabs do. 2-0 Palace. Munoz 2-0. Are they going to do it? How big of a deal is that for Crystal Palace to win an FA Cup? What was the last trophy they won? What does Man City post Pep look like? I get it, they were good before too, but I don't know, man. It's spooky. VAR check on the goal. Dude, I'm so scared for VAR in the championship final. Playoff final. Because there wasn't VAR all season. The FA Cup isn't some Mickey Mouse Cup either. 34 years. Wow. Disallowed. No. Was it offsides or what was being disallowed? That's my fear. Is we're going to have Enzo Lefebvre play the most beautiful ball to Wilson Isidore. And his ball sack's going to be like a centimeter offsides. And VAR is going to catch it. All right, 10 minutes until new content. We have another menus crash. Seems to be a recurring theme. What's a centimeter? What's a kilometer? Equalizer would kill me? Yep. So how rigged was the NBA lottery, Mumbo? Dallas first pick? You can't even question it. Luka trade was literally scripted. Don't even question it. Actually, the fact that you're questioning it, we're going to investigate and find out that Everton deserves a point deduction. Minus 10 points Everton. Just for looking into the NBA. Don't question it. And people think the Prem is the only league in the world that does those sort of things. Nope. There's politics, there's back end stuff everywhere. If you're a small market team in most American leagues, they will do anything to make sure you can't compete with the big market teams. It's the dumbest thing in the world. Oh, you're an MLB team? And you're the Milwaukee Brewers and you have a star player versus how much the New York Yankees or the LA Dodgers can spend? Pathetic. Boston spoke to Cooper Flagg. Incoming Brown for first pick. Dallas will literally explode and crash out. And with the first pick, he's not even aware this is happening, but Bryce James. Has he even declared? Then they trade him to LA for 2 first-round picks for the next 2 seasons. Luka back to Dallas. You don't trade him for anything but Giannis and Wemby? Where do you think Giannis is going to go? I'm actually not upset at all. I'm excited to see Giannis do well somewhere. I just hope it's a good fit for him. Because, like, Giannis has done everything he can for the city of Milwaukee. He's going to stay. He's too loyal. That would be a fantastic thing if he stays, but I don't think many people would hate him if he left. I think the awful thing would be is if he leaves in a way that, like, makes it feel like he's staying, but then it's, like, blindsided. And then also just disrespects Milwaukee moving forward. But I don't think that'd be the case. Especially if he goes to a West Coast team, you wouldn't see him enough to where it's going to be a problem. But if you went to, like, imagine, like, a Miami or a 56ers or 76ers, I mean. That'd be frustrating. All right, I'm going to take a piss, fill up my coffee real quick. BRB, boys. We still got a crap ton of packs to go through. We're grinding today. Alright, dudes. New content time. What do we got? Imagine we got exchanges. Daily login. Another 100 player upgrade. That's going to be brilliant. 84 plus times 5 Serie A or NWSL. I feel like that's going to be really good. Oh, yes. They are doing the thing where it's not the rating of the squad. It's exactly certain players. So this should hopefully... Does it refresh daily? Once in 5 days. Oof. I wish it was every day you could do it. But that should hopefully start selling some of our 85s and 86. Even if it's just momentarily. Alright, so we got that we can do. Got the other dailies we can do. Sweet boys, let's get it. Any new exchanges we should take a look at? Here's an Inter Milan player. Ugh. I hope they do a showdown between Sunderland and Sheffield United. That would be fun. Ooh, who would they choose? A Kiefer Moore and a Wilson Isidore would be sick. Hopefully they do something like that, man. Alright, daily silver upgrades. We really only need these for the daily golds. Rest is kind of not needed. Forgot to do dailies on your main? Rip, dude. Alright, once our bronzes start selling, we'll probably start incorporating some League SBCs back in. Might as well. Stacking those coins. Even more packs. Got the other dailies to do. Alright, how long until our card starts selling? Probably in the next few minutes, right? Yep, so we'll see how that batch does. Yeah, man, like, obviously, I would love exchanges, don't get me wrong. I think exchanges would be perfect for the game right now. But there's so much grinding to do on a daily basis, you really don't even need exchanges, if we're being honest. Would they make the grind even easier? Yes. Wait, do we get 100 players upgrade every single day? $14 hours. I'm so confused. Surely that's a glitch, right? Plastic from the 84.5. Nice. The Serie A one? And Purple Adams. It's a spiral. Alright, 2 more daily bronzes. Let's get it. Alright, remember, rule of thumb when it comes to let's go. That's beautiful, man. We timed that perfectly. Rule of thumb when it comes to dealing with the untradables, if you have a tradable in your club, don't just put the untradable in your dupe storage, especially if you're low on space. Just trade the untradable one into your club, get the tradable one on your transfer list. So like we have 1 card here. Tradable, pop it up there, and then once we use the untradables, we can put them right back in our club. We don't even have to sell it if we don't want to. Both of those. Yeah, but look at our coins, man. So we are another 14K of what's selling on our transfer list and what we got in our club, and we are break even from when we started. But we put hundreds of players in our club that are tradable, and we fill the full transfer list. So we are in plenty of profit once we sell everything on. I miss when the CSL was a league SBC. Remember when people just spammed the CSL as a league a few years ago? Lib player brought on for City? What's his name? Maybe I know him. Claudio Echeverri, the River Plate legend. Yup. You can tell by his profile too on FootMob. That haircut. He's Argentinian as well. Literally has Atletico Madrid in 7 years written all over him. Dude's gonna be a baller. Alright, got the Super Bronze. Said he's known as the right-footed Messi. Brilliant. When did City buy him? Was it during the winter or a previous transfer window? And you're 2,000 miles away. So why am I stalking your Twitter and lying awake? January 2024. Nice. Look at our coins, boys. They bopped up again. I'm telling you. A little bit of work on just opening the bronze packs throughout the week. Or throughout the month, honestly. Let's get that full transfer list. The coins are going to be rolling in, boys. So easy. Cause behind a smile, I'm so pissed. Vlap. What a baller. Alright, once we're done opening these premium silverbacks, we'll go right into the daily golds. Then we'll start getting the team season grinds opened up. Won't be struggling emotions. Basically tell my close friends. Can't fix me now, I'm too broken. Think I'm always making a mistake. Now I'm gonna be late. Popping my ego to flakes. You see me settle for now. Gotta create. Alright, is City gonna come back in the game or what? Wait a second. Monetization was turned off on the YouTube short stream? Nah, man. Unbelievable. Wait, it doesn't have tags or anything either. Wait a second, hold on. I gotta cook real quick. I'll put tags in. Give me 1 second, chat. Wait, none of my streams have tags. Wait, what? What happened? Is it even streaming to... What the heck, man? Let's see, new playlist. EAFC25 YouTube short live streams. Put the tags in. Gaming, EAFC, FC25. Alright. We should be good now. That was weird. Yeah, you can see the hashtags because they're in the description, but besides that, we had no tags on the video or stream. That would have been extremely helpful. Let's see if that changes. Just think I'm making a mistake. City's rattled. They keep falling. Yeah, look at all these that sold, man. They all sold. Did any not sell? Only one didn't sell. Wow. Wow. It takes so long to get to the grind upgrade. So glad I did Warren and Lewis. Three, 4, 5. You can't face me now, I'm too broken. Remember, we are not caring about untradeable League SBC cards for the sake of these. I should have did them, to be honest. I was just chilling with my fodder. I did the icon PP instead. Got myself a Vieira. Now you can't fix me, I'm too broken. Warren off. What a minute is the game coming to a close? Warren looks insane though. Problem with FC25 is that you'll get 3 better cards within a week. Literally, dude. Literally. And then they'll introduce a new playstyle plus you can add on as well, which then makes any Evo or SBC not even stat-wise, but just Evo, or not stat-wise, but playstyle-wise, they can just make it not as good. 87th? Is it still 1-0? Jeez. Scenes at full time if they keep that lead, man. You know what? I can turn on my phone. I got ESPN Plus. Okay, ESPN, will you let me in your app? It won't let me watch it. What's the point of me paying for ESPN Plus every single year if I can't even load? Oh, what a move. Offsides, though. Maybe it's just the color. Are those all City fans? Like, Wembley does not look poppin'. They all look dead. They're not moving. Uh-oh. Will there be an insane Evo? They'll release an SBC. It'll be a smidge better. Yeah. Doku knows they have to score, right? If I really want to pack Rodman or Sophia Smith, should I just spam 78 times 2s? I mean, you can spam 78 times 2s. That's not going to be as good of a unlimited grind as dailies into 77 times 5 and League SBCs. Will it give you a better chance at those specifically? Probably. I would honestly wait until Monday for the league-specific premiums. It's probably your best chance. But I haven't tried them yet, so I don't know how good they actually are. $10 minutes? So maybe 81 PPs until Monday? I would not recommend PPs for the unlimited grind, but if you're just trying to do your own thing, PPs aren't going to be bad. I always recommend 77 times 5s in League SBCs. Why do I smell a last-minute game-tying goal? KDB's just going to rip one. Brother, what did I say? What did I say? Not even 5 seconds later, KDB from the top of the box just puts a wide. Yeah, 85s and 86 should hopefully start selling a little bit, which is nice. How many City fans are actually City fans, do you think? Bro, I thought they scored from a reaction? Sorry. That pitch is going to have Sunderland on it in 1 week. That's crazy to me. All right, 2 more of these. What kind of a pass was that, KDB? Dude, how much past the 10 do you think they're going to play? I reckon it's going to be like 15. So then for 2.7 and 4.1. Hopefully mine go then. I had a decent amount, like I think 20. I'd be so nervous right now. Alright. Untradeable bronze is next. Bronze storage all. Untradeable only. Your position. Jeez. Get it out. Get it out. This last 4 minutes is going to be just torture for them. Brother, I would have every single person in the box. That's going to take like a minute off the clock now. Comes a substitution, a cramp. Wait, did the medical teams fight each other? Oh. I saw a fantastic tweet. I can't repeat. Are we SBC banned? If EA SBC banned for doing the dailies, that must be the most pathetic thing ever. Minute and a half. Oh, give me a break. A 5-year-old City fan? Shut up. Stop it. Get those tears out of here. I don't want to hear it. Buddy doesn't know true pain. Oh, what a shot. Jeez, man. You don't know true pain till you open the Skittles and see no red ones? I'm colorblind, so I don't see the reds to begin with. Is that it? Ladies and gentlemen, you have a new FA Cup winner. Yeah. Hey, yo, what was that camera angle, dude? Legs open. From bottom, looking up at him. That was wild. Pep getting smoke. Oh, that's brilliant. Dean, talk him up. Keep following him around. Tell Pep to stay humble. I'd follow Pep around and go like this to him. Hey, GG, man. Crystal Palace in the EuroLeague next season? Chris Richards. Give that man starting center back in the men's national team this summer. Brilliant. All right, we got 14 more. Pro tip, if you guys are starting to do ones with coins, or tradable ones, I mean, and you notice like an Eredivisie or another League SBC card that you want to keep, instead of just moving it out of the squad constantly and putting it on the bench, just send those to the transfer list until you're done, and then move them back in. That way you don't have to deal with them over and over. Or just use Pale Tools and do off leagues only. That works too. Like, look how many bronzes people would have to buy if they're not doing BPM. This is truly going to be a great month, man. Just making coins off of people. The grind pack. This is probably the best thing they could have done to the game besides exchanges, is change these to bronzes instead of the silvers. Because remember when we'd bid on the silvers or buy now them every single day? or get them through the league SBCs, how long that took. Treacherous, man. All right, 6 more. You can't fix me now, I'm too broken. Think I'm always making a mistake. I ain't talking, I don't know how much more I can take. 'Cause my whole personality's fake. Want someone else in my brain, staring me down, I surrender the sun. It's all a Vanity Fair. Alright. We're gonna open some packs here in a second, boys. A few more to do. W Palace, baby. Hey, Mumbo, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Opened around 30 packs, no blues today. Good packs also. What a game that was, man. Yo, Reed, I almost got my kids back today. Explain? What do you mean by almost? That was their first trophy that wasn't a championship title in what, 34 years, was it? Or was that their first one ever that wasn't a championship? So, championship was the last one they won. But they didn't have one before that? Alright, those are going to sell. Court said I have to wait a certain holding period or whatever. Alright, so we have 30 grind packs, 13 of the gold player packs. We'll then start building again towards 500. Why are you trying to laugh, bro? I'm watching you. I don't think I'm laughing. I should probably get a full transfer list, too. Now I'm thinking about it. We should do a little BPM before we do this. Sounds like you're treating your kids like an investment. I just gotta hold on a certain amount of time. I'm still 22 years old, though? Oh, I can tell. I can tell, mate. Split in my hand. It's all a Vanity Fair. What do you mean I could tell? Some people you can tell their age. I'd be goofy sometimes, yeah, for sure. Mumbo knows everything about you. His YouTube analytics tell him your name, address, and age. I know your kids' names. I know where they go to school. I know your ex-wife you had the kids with. All that is laid out in the YouTube analytics. It's kind of crazy how much Google collects. What is my age? Well, Bella, your mother's age is 45, and this is her account. The son using the account has you registered as 11 years old when you were subscribed initially. Then there was a few times when you were 12 that you unsubscribed and subscribed back. Now that you, it's been a few years, it has you listed as 14, but as of recently, it has you using your mother's credit card for the YouTube membership that you have in chat. My kids live with my wife. I actually know about your kids not being with me. You're so wrong, mate. I'm 41. The tube name is just the name of my neighbor's dog in the city where my mother was born. Why did I think you were a kid on your mother's account? Or is that someone else? I mean, that makes sense if you're spending money that you're not a kid. But I don't know. The thing I miss most about exchanges is not even the fact of exchanges itself. It was the amount of promo packs we would open on a weekly basis, knowing that we'd get our coins back through the exchanges with all the fodder. But I saw some posts about Juice saying, it was 5 years ago Juice left us, and some blood said, when is he going to be back? Quinola is what they're saying. Quinola's started doing Juice's sound and literally copying lyrics word for word, bar for bar from unreleased songs. So he built like a general audience of Juice WRLD fans that are like, yo, this guy kind of sounds like him. He's next up. And then the ones who know the unreleased are like, wait a second. Did I ever tell you how much I like Crystal Palace? Of course you do, buddy. What are the odds of that? Unbelievable. Yeah, tell me about your love for them, man. How long have you had this love? Since yesterday. Fair. splitting my hair. It's all a Vanity Fair. All right, I'm gonna grab a snack real quick. Be right back. Alright, I got a crap ton of rice cakes I'm going to eat before our workout. BRB, you got it. Alright, we gotta smash this real quick. Probably should have done this before I put it in the Greek yogurt. That wasn't smart. Dude, why is it always glitched on there? Do you guys notice that? Asking you if you want to buy the pack after you've already bought the pack. You think EA is ever going to address it? You had that? Oh, you felt that. It feels like I'm losing even though I'm winning. I felt that. Dude. It's like every pack if you do it too quickly. Alright, we're going to start spam opening the packs again. Once we get somewhat of a full transfer list. We'll do like 75. Because we need to do League SBCs and we'll have the tradable packs and stuff from that. Alright, let's do 50. Let's get to 50. And then we'll save the other 50. So yeah, if you guys are doing this on a daily basis, you're going to get your cards ready for the next day too. So don't just do for the tradable ones you need for today and then stop. Get yourself in a position where you have like a week's worth ready to go. You can always be flipping on the backside. Alright, 25. Making progress. Brilliant. Alright, I got 3 more rice cakes. Woo! They're falling apart. There we go. Dude, it's like every pack now. Do something, ref. Brazilian manager? How much is she going for? Like 18? Does that sound about right? French manager, brilliant. Alright. We'll speed this up by not doing just duplicates. We'll do everything. Just to get to that 50, because I don't want to bore you guys too much with BPM. Got a bronze pack as well. The gift that keeps giving. Dude, imagine if 400 coin bronze packs were still in the game. Imagine if they never went away. How overpowered that would be. Alright. 400 coins for this. Look. $400 coins. We would just double our coins there with the players. And then another 174. They literally took it away because they'd print too much. Yep. The 5K gold pack method. Especially when there was position modifiers. Cam to center mids, CDM to center mids. You had shadows, hunters. Players. Informs. That was a good time. Yeah, position modifiers was just coins selling, essentially. Like, if we slot position modifiers with League SBCs in the Jumbo Gold Pack, my goodness, we'd be walking into like 250K profit a day off of just League SBCs. I kind of miss the simplicity, though, back then with... Remember when the Lib had its own League SBC? And, like, the highest rated squad, you needed, like, a full Brazilian team. They needed, like, a full Argentinian team. Then you needed, like, a full Lib team with a certain rating. Like, all we do is, like, bid on silver Libs and flip them. We'd make 10 million plus a year, and we'd do, like, 1 million League SBC runs before Pale Tools. I buy them at work on my night shift for like 300 coins, and during the day they'd be like 1.5. Yeah, I love things like that when you find out there's something I can just make you extremely easy coins. I can't wait for, obviously I always, Carlos, if Carlos is here, he's going to make fun of me for saying this because I do it all the time, but I truly can't wait for next year's EAFC26 for like how I plan to grind early on, because I think I'm going to go even heavier with making liquid coins. We're going to take the grind kind of to the next level in a lot of different ways. Alright, a few more cards to list, and then we are to packs, boys. Save packs, League SBCs. We'll be cooking. Your dreams always come true, buddy. You do grind every year to happiness. It's funny because we grind a little bit different every single year. We get super excited for the next year, and then we look back at the previous one, and we're like, oh, we didn't take enough advantage of this. Like, even though we spammed Team of the Year like crazy this year, I wish I would have done even more 82 times 20s. Or, like, looking back at exchanges, it's like, dang, I wish I was on the game 10 hours a day. Obviously, you can't, but... It's like looking back, it's like we didn't know how lucky we were. Alright. Let's get it. Everything that's a dupe goes into upgrades. Anything that's not a dupe, off leagues into upgrades. League SBC cards into League SBCs. It's crazy how many common dupes you get, even after like 5 packs. Leto. Wonder how much League SBC silvers are for Lib and Sun. Yeah, I built this template for a second account last night for the daily goal, but I forgot to switch on the important leagues. Didn't realize until 5 completions. All right, 30 grind packs. There's gonna be a ton of dupes in here. They stack together. The Pale Tools count resets, but they stack together. Adams. W, man. Absolute baller in the championship. $161. I wonder what the foot account's at. Because we're essentially on the same number, it feels like. James. Dude, I'm glad to know I'm not the only one who felt that. The little Man City fan crying. Out of context football manager tweeted it with the injected in my veins emote. I was laughing so hard. He's at 162? Dang, I need one more. I feel like we missed a few yesterday, but I won't just randomly count them. Dottie! Donnarumma, baby. Imagine being a little kid, though, and having, like, the expectation set that you're going to, like, win the league every year and get multiple trophies in other competitions just to potentially have all that deteriorate and fall apart. It's wild, man. See how loyal he actually is. Kage! What's up, brother? Yo, yo, yo. Let's do max of 83. Only storage. Are the 89s actually going up? Is there a reason for that? How you been, Kage? Been a while, yeah. You done with uni? Graduated in a month. Heck yeah, man. Congrats, dude. You should get a diploma from MumboElite University as well. You were basically a full-time mod for like a year and a half, 2 years during COVID. Crazy, it's been 3 years already. I remember no lifting the stream. No life in the stream. Yeah, man. Time flies, dude. We were just talking about how we used to do League SBCs back in the day. We were honestly talking about COVID, too. COVID sucked in general, but the good that came out of it was like the gaming and streaming sessions. The guilt-free grinding. You got packs for me if you want to open La Liga? What are the packs? Alright, I'm all carved up. I don't know how much longer we'll be live. We gotta get through these. We gotta start League SBCs. Share play. Probably another 20 at least. Like 40 plus of the different 84 times or whatever. If you want to share play that, make sure your dupe storage is kind of empty. That way you can just store a bunch of it in the dupe storage. Or at least you have room for it. And then if you want to, instead of share play, you do share screen so that you're in control of it. And it doesn't kick us out of the game. Feel free to share play that whenever you're ready. Or share screen that. It's empty by the Liga. Finished Turam now. Yeah, honestly, with the bronze in there, I don't think, realistically, it's a bad idea to pick them up for 14. I mean, they can only get a little bit lower. Or basically as close to the bottom as they'll probably get. Yeah, pack weight's booty cheeks, man. Alright, are we going to run out of these packs before we hit our dupe storage limit? I think it'll be a close one. Just kidding, it won't be close. We're at so many right now. Carlos, I would maybe look at, if they're 14K, I'd look for the ones that are out of packs team of the seasons. See if you can pick those up that have no more supply. Or just got out of packs. They'll probably slowly rise. Alright, got the 100 players pack too. What do we need in that? Hold on. Okay, 85 and 86. Plenty there. Wait a second. Do they require team of the week but not team of the season? Oh. You play anything other than FC25? I did Black Ops 6 when it first came out. Haven't been playing, honestly, any video games too much off of stream. I don't even really play FC too much off stream. I kind of just do the daily stuff. Make coins, make packs. But I feel my summer Minecraft 2-week phase coming back, so we'll probably be grinding some Minecraft MCMMO or something in the next few weeks. Probably off a stream though, or if we do stream it, it might be on Twitch. Twitch only, I should say. But usually when I do play that Minecraft, I like to just throw on a movie or just Netflix in general and close my brain off and just dig sand and dirt blocks. Alright, so that's done. 100 player pack there. Got the player pick we can do. More team season crafting upgrades. So let's get more cleared here. Remember when I first subbed on Twitch because you said you would use that kick? Use that or kick for summer streams or different games, and then I don't think you did any. I remember we did, partially. I think it was Minecraft that we did. But then we literally would stream it, and not as a disrespect to you or anyone else, but like when you already don't have much viewership, changing platform and playing a game you're used to not playing, there'd be many times where you're streaming to literally nobody, and then I'm sitting there and it's like, oh well, if I'm not having conversations with people or talking to anyone. Might as well just call it a quit and just throw on some Netflix. So that's usually what would happen. I'm trying to think back to last summer, though. We did a ton of Cold War zombies in preparation for Black Ops 6. I remember doing that a ton. I think we did a little on stream, a lot off of stream. We also did a lot of walking pad. Ahmed, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Hi. What's up? How are you today? Good. In you? You're in me? Pause. Absolutely pause. Hey, yo. Think it was the year before that when Kick was new? Probably, yeah. I'm trying to think why we attempted to do Kick or something else. I think it was just because we could like dual stream on multiple things, so we just made accounts for it. The one that I was really excited for back in the day that never worked out was Mixer. I remember you could like level up in chat and get like badges. You good? I'm doing fantastic, buddy. How about you? I asked you that already. Oops. Kick for me is just a stream platform for criminals, people that just like to do crimes on stream. I feel like Kick, when I think of Kick, it's literally just gambling and IRL streamers. Like, I don't think Kick can be like, oh, that'd be a fun place to stream FIFA pack openings. There's a rumor going around that Kick would pay you really well for streaming. That's not even a rumor. If you're a decent-sized streamer on there, they would offer you insane contracts because all the money would come from essentially gambling. So they could offer you unlimited money to get you come to the site. But if you're a small streamer, you really don't get anything. You're from Saudi Arabia? Nice, man. How do you like it there? You need my team? What do you mean? There we go. All right, that's good for now. Let's do the 100-player pack. See if we can get something from it. Come on. No team of the season is wild. Got Messi, though. Courtois, brilliant. Quite a few walkouts. I just a bunch of gold dupes. 7 more grind packs, 2 tradables. Now, it wasn't for just big streamers. It was Kick would pay you an hourly rate for streaming. You had to meet certain criteria to do that. It wasn't like anyone could just walk to Kick and you would get paid. Otherwise, I would have done it hands down. Because if you could just, not even like, if you could just AFK stream for unlimited money, essentially, wouldn't be worth it for Kick. Yeah, I know that was my thing. It was like, oh, if I could get an hourly thing, even if it was for like a limited amount of time, I'd milk the ever-living crap out of that. See how easy these packs go back up? Like, if we got rid of our dupes storage right now, I feel like that number goes to like 480. And then if we do the off league still in our club, we're getting close to 500. Then we actually go through league SBCs, get more packs, more fodder, more coins. You just rinse and repeat it, man. So easy. Abba, thank you for the sub, buddy. Appreciate ya. Yeah, if we can get over 2,500 of these made throughout the next month, that'd be sick. This water? Yes, I'm drinking water. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, what else can we chuck in? What do we got? Use Subic Arabic. Do I speak Arabic? I do not. No. Think I should be looking out for in the bronze packs, like stuff I might discard without realizing it. In terms of like kits and badges and stuff, I don't really do anything. When it comes to players, store everything player-wise. Dupes, chuck onto the transfer list. And then sell those by comparing price later altogether. Managers, always just check to see if the manager goes for anything. You'll notice some nations are better than others. I'd keep an eye on those. Those also rotate, so storing managers. Then if the duplicate manager has no value, quick sell it. That way, if you notice a dupe manager goes for a lot or is extinct, you can then go into your club and get the other ones. Alright, so we can do... Dude, look at all those silvers we still got. You used to be Nigerian, French. Oh, used to be. I was like, how do you used to be Nigerian? Used to be Nigerian, French, and Brazil managers. I would look out for many. Yeah, I don't know exactly what's up right now. What's down. That was horrible. Come in trying to speak Arabic. I have no understanding of the Arabic language. That'd be very difficult for me. Yeah, I can't even read that. I have no idea what it says. No blue, but we'll take a Holland. Alright, you can put in a bunch of 83s now. How much fodder we still have? Lou. Alright, is there going to be a team of season in this one? Maybe. Yes. Duplicate, but we have one. I'm from the United States. Exactly 86s. Perfect. I feel like we're guaranteed to get a team of season from this. I feel like this is going to cook. Okay, so I need 785s. Alright, one more. There we go. Coming go to Mitch. I have no idea what that means. Blue! Striker! Oh, it's a dupe. It's Adams. And Locatelli behind. I'll take that, though. Trying to stock those up. Three more grind packs. We're still out of these. So honestly, what I probably could do, if we really wanted to take advantage of Ultimate Team this season, is with how the dailies work, I could do what we did with BPM and everything leading up to new content. Get all the dailies done, open those up, do all the dailies for the fodder we have, for like the player picks, 84x5s. With the off leagues, we build up even more of the team of season craftings. And then we spam League SBCs 5 to 10 times a day. And then from that, we keep making more craftings. So we get the craftings as close to 1,000 as possible. By Ultimate? Or is that stupid? Do we just keep grinding the way we've been doing? Because either way, we're never running out. We're never running out of these packs. Grind is crazy, and people don't believe it, man. People are like, it's not actually unlimited. I beg to differ. Where are all your coins right now? These are my coins. Our 10 million plus we had during Team of the Year was spent during Team of the Year. Boom, 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 boom. Six. League One. Perfect. In chat, it says goat turquoise white horns. Is that an emote you use or something? Does the Liverpool kit go for anything? No, not really. Gold pack. Gold pack method. Hand orange covering eyes. Why is it spelling out what the emote is rather than displaying the emote? That's weird. Alright, what do we got for Lib? Ledesma, Cortez, Bustos, Medina, Fernand. Trophy Yellow Spilin. Perfecto. Brilliant. 0 coins spent on those sections. Pure profit in each of these. Now the question is, for the silvers, do we just start stacking silvers for whenever we need them, or do we start quick selling? Like, do they go for 200 now? Maybe. Alright, let's do Prem. Gakpo. That's 4. Switch. Fulham. Aston Villa. I think that's good. Brilliant. Can you do a new video, please? Like how to grind unlimited crafting upgrades? We could make a new video with like all the new stuff that's out. Logic's still the same though. Like you're doing your dailies into League SBCs and everything else. The only difference is with the Team of Season grind, instead of silvers, it's bronzes. So you could do BPM to get the additional bronzes. Or you could just not do all the grinds every single day. Ooh. Having Bundesliga and Serie A constantly bronzes in our club is going to be so nice for this. Wait. This is going to be so nice. That's going to be insane. CDM. There we go. Yeah, so having those that we constantly can use for League SBC runs with the BPM that we're doing daily or throughout the week. Oh! I just spilled Greek yogurt all over me. Lovely. That made me jump? Yeah, sorry. Made me jump too. So yeah, then as I keep going through League SBCs, whenever I need to buy cards, I'll buy cards, which we're taking out of our pure profit from the 2 tradable packs. We'll be making more than we're spending every single time still, no matter what. And then any off leagues or duplicates from any league that we keep getting, we'll keep putting into more team of season craftings. So realistically, like if you wanted to end your day with League SBCs, That would honestly be the way to do it. Just like clear your storage consistently. And then constantly be clearing your club of off leagues. Do every few runs. Do after every run. Honestly, if you wanted to put these into like a player pick, you could too. If you wanted less cards to put in. Less cards back. You know how I feel about the crafting upgrade though. I love this more than anything else. Card sheaf. Brilliant. You also could put in Pale Tools for the off leagues and just have it kind of make them really quickly. If you want to save yourself even more time. Not necessarily needed though, but could help. Right, Sparta, Gravine, go. So RKC, we need one card, right? Don't have a rare yet. So any rare we see. So that was 200 coins spent. We're going to profit probably 5K. Not a bad trade-off, right? Like, even if you're not grinding a million of the league SBCs, even getting in just a few a day, 100% worth it. So 200 coins spent. Quick sell one card and we're already in profit. The league SBC card. Those Shadow as well. Does the manager go for anything? Maybe 300. I'm just not going to list them. I'm quick sell them. Blue 2.1K. Do Hawks go for anything? Yeah. We'll do 3.4. Catalyst go for anything? Yeah, just a few coins, boys. Let's make it a few coins. 4K discard. Was that probably 10K in the pack total? Suit Americana. Oh no, gold Severe. Two rares still. Okay, so one more rare. Arcana. is Marino going for? 1.6? 1.7? So we spent 1.7 on that one. Already one card in his profit. Sell those. Easy. Easy, easy, easy peasy. Let's do Rodriguez, Havertz, Cam, Mara, Gordon. Brighton, Ahmad, Nadianum, so easy, so easy. So the Serie A cards we're going through pretty quickly for the bronzes. We're already into the silvers. These bronze packs are so boring, but once I hit a team of season, I'm going to be hooked. Dude, I got one within the first half an hour. It's, again, if you can speed it up with Pale Tools and stuff, 100% worth the grind. No one complains about it not working. People complain about how boring it is, which should tell you everything, right? It's like the same thing with the League SBCs. People don't do League SBCs and say, hey, I was doing League SBCs. It's not working. They say, yo, Mumbo, I'm doing League SBCs and I'm bored out of my mind. Boom, 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 boom. Like, even if you think about how exchanges were last year, people never said exchanges weren't worth it, but people got to a point where they would never do anything on console. They'd just go to Pale Tools because they'd save so much time. And then they do Pale Tools until they got SBC banned. And then instead of going back on console to keep doing them, they just called it a night. Yeah, watch a stream, watch a movie. Grinding isn't for everyone, TikTok kids. Palace window was so good for football. True. Yeah, a few League SBC run-throughs. Showed you guys how easy it was to make coins. All the off-league cards we can put into upgrades. Things starting to sell. I need those to sell, man. Alright, 5 minutes left on there. Brilliant. Alright, I'm going to go take my pre-workout and then go destroy my body in the gym. Yeah, good stream today, dudes. Almost 3.5 hours. So the way it worked, the YouTube Shorts live stream started off way better than this one. And then it kind of split where they evened out. And now this one is doing better than the YouTube Shorts one. But I'm curious to see now that we have proper like tags and stuff in it, the next time we do it, how that will go. But yeah, Sunday, we should be live. I would say probably around new content, but not sure yet. We'll see. How many Serie A team seasons you packed so far? I think like 8, 9, 10. Something like that. All right. Take it easy, guys. God bless. Peace.